Now, the Eastern Cape Fashion Week fashion show is expected to start at 6 this evening. The show has had a week-long build-up with sessions focused on imparting skills to local designers. This is the third installment of the event. Sipha Kema joins us with one of the organisers to talk about the growth of the event and the platform it's given upcoming designers. Sipha, good to catch up with you this afternoon. We see young women getting ready, preparing for this evening. What can we look forward to?
Absolutely, Hugo. Not just young women and men out here preparing ahead of the shows, making last-minute alterations, as you can see. I mean, we're seeing people ironing on the floor as well, racing for that time, that 6 p.m. when the show officially starts, as people start coming in as well. So this is the behind the scenes in the dressing room, Hugo, and what we're seeing is some of those designers, as I've mentioned, putting the final touches into their work. But we're going to talk about the growth of this and the importance of this event, the Eastern Cape Fashion Week, for Eastern Cape designers and exactly what that means. But before we do that, Namhla, I've got Namhla Fihla here with me, and we'll be talking more about this event. Namhla, thank you so much for joining us. But also, let's talk about the growth of what was first Ebubeleni Fashion Week, but now has become Eastern Cape Fashion Week.
Hi, Sipha. Well, the event has grown significantly since it started. Initially, it was meant for only local designers, which is designers in Nelson Mandela Bay, but we have seen a need to expand and to go to all corners of the Eastern Cape, and that is what we've done now. So we've got designers from all corners of the Eastern Cape showing their brands and their talent.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we'll be seeing the growth, having icons like Mr. Sonwabile Ndamase as well coming in, getting that national recognition. But also, I mean, the theme is also rather interesting as 30 years of the evolution of fashion democracy. I mean, how did that come about?
So it's the evolution of fashion over 30 years of democracy. Well, that one is pretty special to us. This year's event marks our third installment and also aligns with the 30th anniversary of democracy in our country. And our theme, the evolution of fashion over 30 years of democracy, allows us to reflect on how fashion has been a vehicle for expressing freedom and identity in our country.
And I mean, we spoke about that with Mr. Ndamase, talking about that expression of fashion allowing people to express themselves. But also we spoke about that award that he'll be getting from the Eastern Cape Fashion Week. Let's talk about that, because that's a pretty special one. This is a man that has been awarded globally, internationally, but it seems as though recognition from his home province has hit him right at home and in his heart.
Yeah, we thought it was important to give him the award as he's from the Eastern Cape, and with the democracy theme, who doesn't know the Madiba shirt? So him as being the designer of the Madiba shirt, we thought it was important to link him up and award him.
And it was a pretty, it is a different form of design. I mean, he came out with something unique, the Madiba shirt, which was, as he says, something that he was playing around with, and then all of a sudden it blew up and became something serious.
Yeah, and his work not only showcases exceptional craftsmanship, but also tells the story of our culture and heritage. So he really was an obvious choice for us.
And also, I mean, coming from the Eastern Cape as well and getting that global recognition, which many, I believe, Eastern Cape designers would want.
Yes, this one is very, very special. Not only for him, but for us as well, having him here.
And also, Namhla, let's talk about the platform that you've given these local designers. I mean, you've imparted skills to them, knowledge to them as well, and what they could take over the years, just not with this one.
Well, not only do we have workshops and veterans like Mr. Ndamase who will actually take their knowledge and impart it on the young designers, but giving them the stage here at home. That is what we are trying to avoid. Keep the designers from the Eastern Cape here at home so that they don't have to go to other cities to actually get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Namhla. Truly appreciate that. And that is the Eastern Cape Fashion Week, but we're not done yet, Hugo. This is just behind the scenes. As you see, as I've mentioned, that it is really a race against time. I mean, you can see last-minute alteration, cuts, and stitching up the last few fabrics, and that's what's happening. And then last we'll be seeing, fittings going on as well as the hours get closer to that time. But also, we're going to be speaking to the local designers, not just yet. We're going to speak to them later on just to talk about the platform that they've been given and also what they've managed to do with it, and also the information and the knowledge that has been imparted by Mr. Sonwabile Ndamase over the week with the workshops that they have gotten from the Eastern Cape Fashion Week. For now, it's back to you in studio.
Sipha, thanks for that. This is half the story, and half the story is the organisers, the fashion designers, individuals like Mr. Ndamase, who are of incredible talent and repute and are being recognised today. But let's talk about the other side, which is the people in Gqeberha who are attending tonight's event. What is the atmosphere? What is the vibe? What are they looking forward to this evening?
Absolutely. I mean, Hugo, as we've seen over the years, this is the third one, as Namhla had told us. The first one, the second year as well. Since 2022, we've seen a lot of numbers of people coming in, appreciating the fact that the Eastern Cape can have also its own fashion week. Of course, we're going to see a number of people start coming in, and we're going to show you that at around 6 o'clock when people start finally coming through those doors and taking these seats. But from what we hear, it is going to be a really good time for them, but not only with the fashion, but also the live performance. Lyra is going to be performing, and we all know that has been quite a marvel to watch since her return, since she hasn't been well. So she is also going to be entertaining those that will be in attendance at the Eastern Cape Fashion Week. But also, I'm guessing the designers are actually kind of nervous, but also excited, Hugo, because what they're going to be showing on that ramp is actually work that people can maybe eventually go and order from them and talk to them about designing their own unique work. As you can see, that really keen concentration there, Hugo, stitching up last minute. I think let's take this opportunity, Hugo, even though I was going to speak to a designer much later on, but I think let's take this opportunity because we can see that he is quite focused there. Rush against time, I see.
It's stressful.
Yes.
Yet again, very nervous and very much excited, very, very much excited. So, yeah, I just hope everything comes together.
And is this your first one for the Eastern Cape Fashion Week, or what was Ebubeleni Fashion Week?
This is my first time at Eastern Cape Fashion Week. Yes, it's the first time. But I did a few runways before, fashion shows. I did Italy Fashion Week. I also did Dubai Fashion Week. So, yeah. So, but COVID came and then
You had to come back home.
Yes.
But look, you're here today, and I'm sure you're going to teach others a thing or two.
I will, definitely.
Thank you so much. There we are, Hugo, and there you have it, of course. Last minute, now even cutting what was just sewn on. That's what's happening behind the scenes at the Eastern Cape Fashion Week. But we will be coming back with a local designer again, just to talk about the workshops that were done and how exactly they can utilize that information going forward. Because it doesn't just only focus on the design element, but also on the business side of things. Because at the end of the day, it is also a business. They have to run it like a business. It's not just about the creative part of it. So we will be talking to them and touching base with them. And then later on, as I mentioned, at 6 o'clock, we will be outside those doors seeing people coming in attendance, talking to them and asking what exactly they're looking forward to. For now, it's back to you in studio.